Hello, friends. It's me, Kiki Garcia, and I wanted to do a video today. I had this all planned out for today, and then I woke up this morning, and I'll be honest, I was having a very hard day, a hard morning. Um, when my mom passed away last year, my dad wanted me to sit down with him. And even when he was sick, he wanted me to sit down with him with a calendar and just write down everything that happened every day because he was having a really hard time keeping track of everything. So this morning I was getting ready. I had a list of chores I had to do. And I don't know why, but sitting on these stairs right here, putting on my shoes, I just started thinking about my dad's time in the hospital and when he got his pacemaker and when he um, just, where I was when he got his pacemaker and what time of day it was. And I just could not get a grasp on any of it. So I don't know, I just could not stop crying today. And I think it just helped me understand a little bit more what he was going through. I was so upset with myself because I just couldn't remember the timeline or where I was or what happened or what day it was. And it is very upsetting. But I still wanted to make my video today because I think it's important. And I am taking time to just really look inside and figure out what's going on with me and what's in my heart and just grieving the loss of my dad and taking care of things around the house. And I'm just giving myself that time. I am part of a bereavement group. I'm also part of a reading group, and we're reading a great book about walking through the darkness, which of course I'm going to be making tons of videos about because I just think it's such a great topic and it's making me realize so much stuff about myself. But today, I really want to talk about control. And I am going to just start from where my anger came from. So my dad was in the hospital for 3 weeks. While he was there, he had radiation. He also got a pacemaker. And while he was in the hospital, they were regulating it. I think it started at 40 beats and then they went up to 50. And that's what it was up to when they sent him home. Well, he did have a doctor that he went to go see here on the Cape, and he is an older gentleman, very controlling, very, you're my patient, and this is what it's going to be. And without warning, he turned my dad's pacemaker up from 50 to 70. Well, I wasn't happy about it. My dad wasn't happy about it. I correlated him sleeping more with the fact that it happened at the same time that the pacemaker went up. So I was putting a lot of blame on this doctor because I felt like the doctor messed with his pacemaker just to show that he was the boss, and it wasn't necessary because my dad was doing fine with the pacemaker on 50. So, things went on and my dad's health declined, and I put a lot of blame on that doctor. And I'm not going to lie to you, I'm going to be totally honest, but I would daydream, I guess you would say, of walking into that doctor's office and pushing through all the patients and getting into the office and yelling at the doctor and punching him out, because in my head I felt like he did something that maybe made my dad's health decline a little bit more. And now with some time and looking back on it, it was silly because it had nothing to do with him. Yeah, maybe he made the wrong decision to turn the pacemaker up that we later found, but that really had no bearing on what was happening with my dad and the glioma, the brain cancer. But I needed someone to blame because I just needed somewhere to put my anger and my sad feelings. And this doctor who I didn't really like and no one really liked just seemed like the right person to put it on. And then I started thinking more about it. And of course, when someone you love gets sick, you start saying, did I miss the signs? Was there something else going on? Why didn't I notice this? Maybe there was that. And you start second guessing everything. And then the other day it hit me that there's just some things that we have no control over. It doesn't matter. It wouldn't have mattered if we noticed a year ago that something was off or 6 months ago that something was off. Something was happening in my dad's head with the brain cancer, and there was really no controlling it. And it wasn't anything that we missed or we didn't do or we should have done this. It's just a matter of that's what happens. Sometimes things happen that are out of your control, and you can't control everything. And I think that's a big lesson in life. And that's a big lesson for me through all of this, is that you can control a lot. You can control yourself and what you're doing and what you want to do. But there's just some things out there that are bigger than us, and there's nothing you can do about it. And it felt very powerful to finally realize that. Blaming others, like I was blaming the doctor, it just gives you a place or a person to put that anger on. But it's not really anger, it's just sadness. I'm just sad and I miss my dad, and sometimes things happen and they're not fair. You wish they wouldn't happen, but there's nothing you could do. You don't have control, and that's what it all comes down to. And it doesn't make it any less sad, but it does help you move forward. And I think that's what I'm trying to do, is move forward. I have a lot of people who care a lot about me, and I talk their ear off sometimes. But yeah, I think once you realize that not everything is in your control, and it doesn't matter how loud you yell or how many different opinions you get or how many people you talk to, sometimes things just happen. And I could say that in my heart, I know that there was nothing I could do that would have changed the outcome of my dad passing away. But like I said, that doesn't make it any easier. It just makes me realize that we did everything we could do. And now it's time to move forward. So hopefully this helps somebody. If you're going through something and you ever want to talk, I might cry a little, but I'm here. And I don't know, just when you are going through stuff like this, just think of how much can you really control a situation. And if it's something like cancer, sometimes there's nothing you could do, and you just have to deal with it, unfortunately. But feel free to reach out to me. I would love to hear from you. I know there's a lot of great people out there. Just this morning, my friend Crystal, she posted something that just spoke to my heart. And it's things like that that move you forward. It's the people around you, and there are good people. I know we say a lot of times, oh, everyone sucks, but everyone really doesn't suck. There are a lot of great people out there, and I just want you to know that I appreciate all of you. So that's where I'll leave this today. Thanks.